Hi guys, welcome to a second episode of React. So, in this episode, we will just look into how to start a React project. So, before starting the project, you guys want a thing called Node.js. So, Node.js can be installed with this website, which is like nodejs.org/en. So, if you just go on through this website, you have Node.js. You can just click by downloading it over here. And now after downloading it, you have to check whether Node.js has been installed or not. So first, let us move on to a good text editor, which is VS Code I'm just using. If you guys know any other text editor, please do comment over down. Let me also explore it over there. So first, we'll just open our VS Code over here, and let's open our terminal. So opening terminal is like in top you have terminal and you can just click on new terminal. It opens over here. Or else you can use control and backtick to open terminal. So backtick is the key which is down below the escape key. And so using either control and backtick you can open the terminal, or else like using the top thing you can just open new terminal over here. So once the terminal is been opened, let me enlarge it. Yeah. So once the terminal is open, you can just first thing we have to check whether Node.js has been installed properly or not. You can refer some YouTube videos to download a Node.js if you get troubled in it. So that's not a big deal to install Node.js. You can do it by yourself. So for verifying it, just we can just type node hyphen hyphen and version. So now you can see I have version 22.11.0. So yeah, this indicates we have successfully installed our Node.js. So now we will just open a folder. So let's go for file and open. So I'll just go for desktop and then I'll just create a new folder over here called React thing. I'll just create a folder and open it over here. So now you can see we have opened a React folder in our VS Code. So to start React project, same thing again, you have to open the terminal and let's start typing npm create. Before npm create, you have to type like npm install vt at latest. So vt is like predefined layout where React uses over there. So it has a good UI and all those things. Let's see one by one. Uh, Let it be installed over here. Yeah. So now npm install vt at latest is been done. So we have added 13 packages in 26 seconds. It shows something like, yeah, our command executed properly. So now we have to create a project. So npm create vt at latest. Sorry, latest. Yeah. So now it asks for a project name. So let's give a project name which is React app. And now, so it has like framework to be chosen. We have vanilla, Vue, React. So many frameworks have been here, even Angular you can see. So now just we can select React. So you have to use your arrow keys to move front and back. And let's go for React and press enter. Yeah, so now it asks like variant. So React can be made using either TypeScript or else using JavaScript. So let's go with JavaScript. So that's like our motive. So yeah, using arrow keys, you can move and click on enter for JavaScript. So now it says like done. So you have to execute all these commands to start a React project. So CD is like change directory. You can say we have to go to the React app folder over here. You can see the top, the folder has been created, which is like React app. So you have to move a terminal inside this React app folder, right? So cd React app. So React app is a name which we gave for our project name over here. You can see over here. So this name is being used over here. So cd React app and just give enter. So now you can see our terminal enters into React app. Previously it was in React folder. Now it enters into React app directory. So now again you have to click on npm install. So this installs some packages which we can use for a React project. And yeah, so now it has installed 33 packages over here. And so now it's npm run dev. So while executing this command, so now React creates a local host URL. So in for HTML and JavaScript, we will just save the file and we'll just open in browser, or else we will use a live server to make the changes or to view the results over in our web page. But React gives us a local host by default so that we can just view our results in our web page. So let's copy this URL. So yeah, now we will just open our Chrome and we'll just paste it over here. So yeah, see, you can see over here it runs in localhost 5173, and this is a basic web page of a React. So let me tell you all these things in a few minutes. So now let's cover up with the packages we have installed. So here, after executing the command npm install, after executing the command npm install, we have added 33 packages, right? And some 152 packages and all these things have been said, right? So what are these packages over here? Now in your Explorer category, if you can see, React app is a project name which we have created. Inside this React app folder, you can see all these files have been included. So these files are called as these npm packages which we have executed over here. So we can discuss about all these files over here. So we have public folder. So public folder is used to fetch any network details, and you can just import it to your React project. So those kinds of uh, things will be like categorized into public folder. So here it has some vat.svg. So this is like SVG file, which is like took from the web page, I guess. So basically public folder will have the informations of any files which is being fetched from the web page. So after public, you have src. Src is nothing but source folder. And this is a main folder, and we will write our scripts over src folder. And inside src, you have assets. So assets is nothing but the pictures or else the videos, anything if you want to showcase through your web page. All these pictures have been come under the folder called assets. So assets is nothing but the web page showing any pictures or else like videos or else like any kind of media. So those things will be like coming under the folder called assets. So now before moving through app.cs and all these things, let's move on to this main.jsx. Let me close the terminal. Yeah. So what is main.jsx? As I said, JSX is a extension which is like JavaScript XML code. So here we have some import statements, and we'll see all these things later. So you can see here we have using a root. So root is an ID over here which is like linked through our HTML page. So here you can see index.html, right? So yeah, so here you can see there's a div containing an ID of root, right? So this root is been linked to this main.jsx, telling the basic format of our index.html. And this is the uh, thing we can remove. So actually this is the icon which is been displaying over here. You have an VIT icon, right? VT icon is over here, right? So this icon is being written over here. If you just remove it, you can see it changes into the default icon. So that is the index.html page. I guess many of you know what is HTML. If not, you can refer some videos in YouTube to learn HTML. Basically, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is required for to learn React. So be aware that you're like stronger with these three first, and then come back to React over here. So now index.html, we have an ID root which has been linked to this main.jsx. So what this div has in the sense, it has a body and div which is like ID root we said, and this is a script we have imported which is like JavaScript, and you can see the source is like main.jsx, which is denoting this file over here, main.jsx. So yeah, this index.html is been linked with main.jsx. That's the thing I wanted to convey over here. Now let's move on to index.css. So this CSS we have for our index.html. So basically these are like predefined, gave by a React project once it been created. So you can modify it later. So next we have app.jsx. So this is the place where most of the main programs have been written. So example, here in this web page you have these icons and these text and these buttons and this text and all these things, right? So the code for these things is been written inside the app.jsx. So you can see written and a tag and all these things is been given over here. Let's remove and check one by one. So let me remove this. So yeah, you can see an icon is been removed over here. So all these things is been like written over app.jsx, and at last it has been exported. Let me see what is this export and import and all these things later. And we have app.css over here, which is same thing, css for app.jsx. So again it's been imported in app.jsx, so import app.css. So let's see one by one in our later episodes. And later in our files we have git ignore. So git ignore is like version control, which is like done by our git. So right now we are not focusing about version control, we just focusing on React. So yeah, rest all files are like not based on our React thing. So yeah, so these are like our program structure which we have in our React project once we get created. And so in next episode, which is on episode 3, we will just do our actual coding, and let's gain some practical experiences in episode 3. So until then, stay tuned. Thank you.